EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Honolulu taking on the Nighthawks of Rio de Janeiro. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And to a vibrant drum beat, we are underway here in Rio. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Throwing to start the drive. Start. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
Antonio Gibson. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson with career touchdown number 70. And the Snowhawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now Phillips on first down.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's going to get a good gain at 9 here up to the 34. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now an option play on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But you look at this defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That is caught inside the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Gibson. Touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get this to about the 38. But you look at this defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Flush to his right. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play.
In trouble, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
To throw on second down, Phillips. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Looking to throw on second down. Stark got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a third down throw, but he misses the target, incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
That is caught. Oh, he's got a little damage. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Phillips. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw is Phillips. Going to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Phillips. And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Start.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards for number 11.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45.
94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
To throw on 2nd down. Stark trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Phillips.
That one caught downfield by Howard.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down. It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Phillips looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. A final shot before break. Start.
That one downfield for Dotson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the deep. Told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Open man is Tucker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Being chased out left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Ready? Cut 19! Cut 19! Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Phillips now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, check that.
Jacobs going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 5-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Phillips. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Nighthawks are back within a score.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Looking to throw on second down. Start.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and that'll be good enough for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st and 10, Stark throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sherman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. Stark. He finds his man complete. It's Sherman. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Off play action. Stark. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Stark. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. The defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Cardinal.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
There he goes left side. Fights through it. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there on the option. 46 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Nighthawks have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Start.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A give to Gibson running right.
Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw on second down. Start. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Start.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up being complete.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the option. 51 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Quan Martin there on the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Phillips to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Carlson able to put this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Stark. Keeps him, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's 1st down.
Throwing after the interception. Stark.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Stark.
And Dotson, he's got it.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And pass caught by Kirk.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Off the play fake. Stark. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5.
Starts pass. Complete to number 1.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.